What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We have got a few things to cover tonight. We've got a new KVK Heroic Anthem that I am going into for my first time that I want to talk a little bit about who we might fight and kind of what I am doing to prepare for this KVK. I've also got stage 1 of pre-KVK, which of course is Marauders. I spent a bunch of AP on this event. I want to go over what kind of rewards I am looking at for spending my time and effort and energy and of course money on this event. Just to share with you guys what you can expect if you do the same thing. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Fed. I play the mobile game Rise of Kingdoms. It's an Apple and Android game that you can play with friends where you build up a city, build up your armies, and fight other players in events like KVK, Ark of Osiris, or the new game mode, which is called Champions of Olympia. We've been having a ton of fun with that. If you guys haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate all the support. I love putting out content for how I play this game, how I play my account in Rise of Kingdoms, in my alliance, and in my kingdom 1846. Alrighty, guys. Like I said, we've got a few things to cover tonight. The first thing I want to get into, I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, you never really know how this stuff kind of lands, but it's fun to, I guess, conjecture a little bit about what we think is going to happen. But I'm not a part of the team that makes any of these decisions. I'm really just, a decent sized player. I guess I've gotten up to that level where I might be considered a whale. I did get that Kraken achievement when I went for the MGE a few weeks ago. Nonetheless, I'm still not a player that makes any of these decisions, right? I'm not a leader within the kingdom. I do a lot and I give a lot of input, and I am to ask some questions here and there. But other than that, I'm not in like the Diplo talk, right? So I don't really know what's actually going to happen. But let me throw this image up here for you guys. What it looks like is going to happen is we are really, really trying to push for a free-for-all. In a KVK, this is really, really tough to achieve. And I know that my Diplo team, which includes a bunch of different people, right? We have a ton of alliances in our kingdom. Being an Imperium kingdom, we have, I think, 3 alliances over 10 billion, one that's kind of getting close, and a bunch of others that are between 5 and 10. So from what I can tell and what I am hearing, we're trying to push for a free-for-all. The reason for that is, as you can see, there's 4 camps here in Heroic Anthem. We, 1846, were with 1862 in the Earth camp. There's also Wind, Water, and Fire. So as it goes right now, Fire, Wind, and Earth are pretty strong camps. And unfortunately, Water is not the strongest camp. So when we were looking at how could we even do a 2-on-2, it doesn't really look like that's a good possibility for us. So what we're kind of talking about and what I'm hearing is that we're really, really going to push for a free-for-all. It's really tough to achieve, though, because everybody wants to ally with another camp or kingdom and make sure that they get the win in KVK, right? We all spend so much time, money, energy on getting a win in KVK because the rewards are so amazing that it's tough not to ally with people. However, the big kingdoms coming into this KVK Heroic Anthem, we're talking about doing a free-for-all, which hopefully we can pull this off, and it sounds like we're getting really, really close to pulling it off. But from what I'm hearing, it sounds like 916, so 1916, 1846, and 1415. Those are the biggest kingdoms here in this KVK. We all want to fight each other, and we don't really want to be put on a team that makes it unfair for us to win. So if we do free-for-all, FFA, is what you'll see in probably a few videos, Discord, or whatever, moving forward. If we can accomplish an FFA, it's going to be a lot of fun. Right, what we're looking at is basically the 3 biggest kingdoms kind of facing off here. We're in the corner. We've got both of these large kingdoms to our south and to our west. So we can kind of fight both of them if we want, or one, and let another one kind of take on the water camp, which is 1885 and 1892. So what I believe that's 1855, actually. If I made a typo there, I apologize. But that I believe is 1855. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much all I want to touch on. Is it looks like we're probably going to do a free-for-all in this KVK, which is going to be a ton of fun because we're going to get to fight two big kingdoms, and they're going to get to fight us. What it's looking like is we really, really want to fight 916. So I think what's going to happen here is we're going to try to fight 916 first. Again, this is all conjecture by me. I am, kind of hearing stuff through the grapevine, but I am not really being included in the main conversations. I'm hearing both are options, right? Because they're both pretty big kingdoms. Like we could go fight 916 or we could go fight 415. I'm hearing that we're kind of leading towards going to fight 916. And of course, as you guys know, the popular YouTuber there is Dragothian. So, that would be a ton of fun. Maybe we can do some lives together. Maybe we can figure some stuff out. But what I'm hearing is we're going to lean towards fighting 916 first and then maybe make our way towards 415 if everything goes according to plan. You never know what's going to happen in a KVK. We could get our asses kicked, right? Straight up. But if it all goes to plan, I think we'll fight one and then go fight another and then hopefully meet in the following zones to do the same thing over and over until we get to Kingsland and fight it out for the final victory. That's all the time I want to spend on KVK stuff, guys. Like I said, I'm not in the conversations. I don't want to, start any rumors or make anything seem in a way that it's not. I don't really have all of the information. I just know what I hear, and I know who I want to fight as well. I'd love to fight 916 first. They have a monster kingdom, right? We're higher power, but their activity is insane. And let me just show you a little something. We had stage 1 of Eve of the Crusade, so the pre-KVK events. They are going off. And so the training just started, so this is a little skewed, but you guys should have seen what this looked like when we were just doing Marauders. Insane. 916 was insane with activity, and I absolutely love to see that. As you guys know, if you've been playing for a while, the power rank in KVK is based on the top 300 players. So it's something to pay attention to, but it's definitely not the end-all be-all for how good your kingdom can be. 916 was bananas with activity when it came to Marauders. They absolutely kicked our asses when it came to activity. And as you can see here, guys, we're Perutu. We're 1846. We're in 4th. Our activity, was okay, but we were no match for 415 or 916 in terms of activity. So what's going to be fun is that, we're technically a higher power kingdom than both of those, but they seem to have a lot of depth, which is going to be a lot of fun to play with and fight with in a KVK. So, like I said, guys, that's all I pretty much want to talk about with what we might do in KVK. Just stay tuned. I'll post a bunch of videos about what we're actually doing in real time, whether it's a live stream or I put together a video, the day of fighting. I think we'll probably push, towards 916 and then make a move the other way, or we'll just play it by ear. Gonna be a ton of fun. We've got some really, really good kingdoms we're going up against. This is gonna be a fun KVK. All right, guys. So what I also wanted to talk about tonight was the Marauders rewards. So I spent, let me take a look here. Okay, so I've got about 1,550 pots left. So I had a ton of 50 pots here. I used about 2,450 pots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So 2,450 pots. Let me do some quick math. What are we looking at? 2,400. So I used approximately 120,000 AP on this Marauders stage, which it's such a chore, guys. I mean, let's be real. Marauders are cool and the rewards are great, but I mean, Jesus, this is like, it's such a chore. I mean, all you do for 2 days is just double click your screen, move your marches around and kill Marauders. It is legit like, I don't know how Lilith does it and makes this game so entertaining for so long, but it's an absolute grind. I mean, it definitely gets boring at a certain point, but you kind of, motivate yourself for like, okay, this is the end result. This is the end result. So I did that. I basically played for 2 days straight. Obviously I slept in between and I have a real life, so I had stuff to do in between as well. But any free time that I had in the last 48 hours, I pretty much got on this game and hit Marauders. It ended up to be about 120-ish thousand AP. And I'd like to go over tonight what the rewards are for that. So as you guys know, you guys get parchments from the satchels. You get satchels from the Marauders. You open the satchels and they give you parchments, which then you can turn into these chests. The Kingdom Supply chests, these gold legendary Kingdom Supply chests. In the past, they've been extremely valuable, like extremely, extremely valuable. 3-day speed ups, 1-day speed ups, 1 hours, 8 hours, everything, all sorts of huge resource tiles. And what I went ahead and did, guys, was coming into this, I actually cached all of my resource tiles. I also had my speed ups down to pretty much 0 because I just participated in an MGE event. So I had basically nothing. So everything that we're going to go over tonight is pretty much, I don't want to say exact, but it's really, really close to what I actually earned from doing Marauders. 120,000 AP spent. I don't know what that amounts to in terms of Marauders hit. I mean, literally thousands of reports came back in. One thing that I cannot account for in this, guys, is equipment. I have no idea how many I actually got or didn't get because I already had a bunch. So just to give you kind of a perspective, I've got 1,000 leather, 219, iron 250. I don't know what that is, ivory or something like that. And then 200 bones. So what is that? I'm not exactly sure what I got there. It doesn't seem like I got too much. Ebony, not ivory, ebony. I didn't get too much here, but really what the bulk of what I received is, I mean, these things. I mean, I cashed all of these before I started Marauders. I cashed all of them and the gems as well. So I'll cache everything that's not related to Marauders just real quick so we can get a real count. Okay. Cashed all my 1000s of food, of wood, of stone, of gold. I cashed everything. These are all brand new, guys. All brand new. These gems right here, all from Marauders. So we are looking pretty good already, and I haven't even opened these chests yet. So I'm really excited to open these. And then speed ups again, just to take a quick look. I had maybe 1,000 1-minute training speed ups. I have 16,656 now. So I literally got 15,000 plus 1-minute speed ups from Marauders. Take a look at these 5 minutes. I had 0. I used them all for the MGE that just came by, where I trained. I ended up taking the Chandra sculpts, but it was the Yadwiga MGE. I literally got like 3,300 5-minute speed ups just for Marauders. I mean, guys, the rewards are legit. They're so good. They're so good. They're worth every ounce of energy that I put into this. I'm thankful that it's only 2 days for Heroic Anthem instead of the 3 days that it normally is for KVK. Happy it's over, but definitely happy with the rewards as well. These 1 minutes, I had maybe 1,000 left. I'm at 9,487. So 9,487. So I got, 8,500 minutes in universals. And then these 5 minutes as well, I was probably at about 500, so I got about 1,200 5 minutes here as well. You get a lot more training speed ups, it looks like, but god dang, these are good. These are really, really good rewards. Okay, let's jump into the bulk here. This is kind of what we did this video for here tonight. 304. My goal was to get over 300 of these chests, and we did accomplish that. Like I said, guys, it was a grind. It was literally like 2 days straight. If you've got a girlfriend, this game will test her patience, let me tell you. So 304 chests, guys. Let's see what happens. I am going to have to take screenshots here to show my friends in the game. But let's go ahead and see what happens when I open 304 of these Kingdom Supply chests that came from Eve of the Crusade Stage 1 in the KVK Heroic Anthem. Here we go, guys. Let's see what happens. Boom. Okay. Okay, so some higher end materials off the rip. Look at that stone. What is that? Is that like 15 million stone? 13-ish? Wow. Okay. 2,400 gems. Ooh, they're throwing some blueprint stuff at us. I like that. 19. What? What? Look at all that food. 3-day 1. What? What? 1 3-day speed up. This is where I get all my 3-day speed ups from. I normally get like 7 or 8. What? What is that? 8 hour 33. 3 hour 86. 24 hour 9. What? Ah. I don't know. I mean, here's the issue. God dang it. Let me take some screenshots, guys. Hang on. I don't know. I mean, okay, here's maybe what has changed. The materials, which I don't need any of these blueprints. I don't need any of them. I literally could make any archer epic piece that I could ever want. Literally any piece of it. The crystal keys, 13 of them. I mean, I know that they're worth a lot of gems, but I don't need them. I mean, I simply don't need them. I have all the equipment I need. I build stuff as I need it. These material pieces are kind of nice, but they're really not that important. Like, I'd much rather buy, you know, the bundle to get that. 1 3-day speed up. That's rough. I normally get like, I'm not kidding, I normally get like 7 to 10. Okay. So things are changing. Let's go ahead and do some resource calculations though real quick. So again, guys, these are all brand new. I'm going to mark what I have. So we're just going to call it 742, 780, 615, and 365. And then gems, we'll call it 15. All right, so let's go ahead and cache everything here and just see what kind of resources we're looking at. Man, the speed ups is really what I wanted from this, and it's not as good as it used to be, guys. Yeah, I mean, that AP is probably so much better used in KVK. Bunch of resources. I mean, a ton of resources. Look at this. Wow. Okay. So, okay, 938, 927. And again, these are all approximate. I'm just doing chicken scratch math over here, guys, but 724 and 413. And then 29 gems. All right, so 14,000 gems. That's pretty good, right? We're not going to complain about that whatsoever. Yeah, the 14,000 gems, that's great. That's money. Food, we're looking at about 200 million. Wood, a little bit less, about 150 million. Stone, a little over 100 million. And gold, we're looking at about 30, 40, about 50 million, gold. So that's not too bad. Not too bad in terms of resources. And then these speed ups are really, really good as well. That I got the 1 minutes, right? I mean, those are good. Those get added in. I'm not thrilled about the 1 3-day, guys. I normally get so much more than that. Nonetheless, it being a 2-day event, it's hard to spend more than 150,000 ish or 60,000 ish AP. I spent about 120. I still feel pretty good about it. I still have a lot of AP left going into KVK. So, you know what? I still feel pretty good about it. I wish that they didn't give so much material stuff with those chests. It used to be only speed ups and resources and gems. Now they've thrown in a bunch of material stuff, which, look, if you're free to play and you don't spend money on materials, that's probably extremely valuable to you. I'm just not. So to me, it doesn't give me that much value. But here's the thing, guys. If you need that stuff, Marauders are your best bet. Go ahead and hit them as hard as you can, because you're going to get a bunch of material stuff if you hit the Marauders really, really hard. That's all I wanted to do tonight, guys. I really just wanted to kind of give you an update of where we're looking in KVK, what I got from my Marauders, and just show you where I'm at as we get into the fighting of this game. We've got a lot of art coming up. Keep an eye on our team, guys. We are in the realm of Bastet. We play on Sunday at 15 UTC. So go ahead and try to tune into that if you can. We are getting close to the championship and we are trying to win it, obviously. So stay tuned for that. I will be live streaming tomorrow as well, which will be Sunday. I will be live streaming this match right here. Let me get it pulled up. So I'm live streaming Raze and 60 GT, guys. So I posted a match last weekend of 60 GT and they looked really, really good. I missed the Raze match, RAIZ, last weekend, but I'm going to go ahead and live stream this weekend to show you guys the two people that are going into the semifinals. And these, one of the, if we make the finals, one of these teams will be the people we're playing. So I'm going to go ahead and live stream that. That is at 13 UTC on Sunday. So this coming Sunday, within the next, 24 to 36 hours, depending on when you're watching this. Go ahead and tune in if you guys can to the live stream. I love having chats while we're on there. And again, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I love sharing content about Rise of Kingdoms. Just wanted to show you where we're looking in KVK and what my rewards were for stage 1 of Eve of the Crusade coming into KVK Heroic Anthem. Thanks, guys. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Like this video if you enjoyed this content, and I will see you Sunday morning with some coffee for some Ark of Osiris. Later, guys.